You might be thinking that your man has intimacy issues. Let's talk about how to tell if he really has intimacy issues. I'm going to break down specific things to look for that are indicators that your man struggles with intimacy. Did you know intimacy doesn't equal sex? They're actually different. Intimacy is all kinds of things. Sex is part of it. Sex is sex. So I'm going to talk about the difference. I'm not talking about your man's ability to perform in the bedroom. What I'm talking about is your man's ability to create safety in all areas in your relationship. If your man is having intimacy issues, then one thing I want to say is, first off, you know it. You'll know naturally. I don't need to go down the list of the signs of intimacy problems because you're feeling it. You're feeling a disconnection. You're feeling a frustration. You're wanting more understanding of who he is and a more openness, but you just can't quite get there. He won't go there and he won't open up and he won't be vulnerable with you. So one of the big issues with intimacy is denial. And what denial is denying reality. It's not staying in what actually is, what's actually going on. If somebody is in a lot of denial, then you can't connect to them. They're rationalizing things, they're minimizing things, they're making excuses and creating distractions. And it's impossible to connect to somebody in denial. Another sign that they're struggling with intimacy issues is their inability to be vulnerable. You can see that in a lot of different ways. Maybe they don't own their mistakes. They don't open up to people. They don't have close friends. They don't want other people to see who they actually are. That is a sign of an intimacy issue. Another thing that goes right along with that is emotions. On an emotional level, they can't connect. In fact, they try to hide their emotions. They shut them off. They pretend like they don't have them. They're very logical, very rational, and do not show anything when it comes to their emotions. Another sign of intimacy issues is addiction. If they are involved in compulsive behaviors where they are hiding things and not wanting to quit things, then that will cause a lot of shame, which will cause a lot of disconnection, which will cause a lot of intimacy issues. So addiction is an attachment disorder. It's an intimacy issue. So if they are struggling with their addictions, what they're not doing is coping with their life in reality. They're escaping and they're disconnecting, so they're hard to connect to. Somebody with intimacy issues a lot of times has either a lot of fear behind the scenes or a lot of secrecy. They're trying to hide something. They're trying to get somebody not to see something. And that's why they're struggling to connect in a vulnerable way. So ask yourself, what's underneath the avoidance of intimacy? Is it fear? Is it shame? Is it past trauma? Is it low self-worth? Those things will make it so that you disconnect from others and that you're not vulnerable. If your partner is struggling with intimacy issues, then they might be struggling with a sex addiction. So check out my video, How to Be in a Relationship with a Sex Addict. You're not alone. I'm here to help you, and I'm here to help you understand what you're going through. You can get help, you can get tools, you can create shifts in your life so that you don't have to stay lonely and stuck in the relationship that you're in. If you're looking for additional resources, then go check out my content at brannonpatrick.com. That's BRANNON Patrick.com.